Okay, I've had an issue out of my flash drive for some reason. It stopped recording and failed, and I had some errors here from the monitor. I'm not sure what's going on. I switched flash drives, and we're at 87 feet. So I'm going to pull back. We're going to start back over at the 116 foot mark. I've already this will be split into two videos. I'm going to pull back so we can inspect. Again, on the video, the last video will be up to that point, but I still want to start over at this clean out. I'm not really sure where the error came from, but it just stopped recording, and so we're going to pull all the way back to the beginning of the clean out and start the inspection over. I just wanted to show the whole process so that you know what's going on here on the second video. So we are hanging vertical. I will show around again. There is the clean out again. We'll wipe it off. We'll go back down through there. Okay. And here we go. We did already see all this. Like I said, they're running a bunch of water right now, so hopefully that'll end as we get back, and hopefully the recording system doesn't have another failure. It's the first time that's ever happened. You can see we're running a lot of water here. See that water line is, even with all this water flowing, is barely above the lens, and like I mentioned earlier, that lens is only about a half an inch off the bottom, so this is not a lot of water. There's no defect at all. Especially with all the water they're running, so I should be able to, when I pull back, hopefully the water is done running and we'll be able to see all this a little better. Okay, here is the connection to the municipality at the clay. So we should be getting somewhat close to the main. And here we are falling off into the main. There we go. There is the opening. So the line looks really good. I'm going to ask that they turn the water off, and so that we can let this drain down a little bit so we'll be able to see. So we're out about another 100 feet. So in total, it's about 215 feet there. And everything looked in great condition. I didn't see any major defects. Obviously we were holding some water there because of running so much. But again, I'm going to pause the video and ask them to turn that off and see if we can get that to drain down a little bit. Okay, we're going to pull back here. The water is still flowing a little bit, but we're going to hope that it drains down just enough here. They were emptying a tub, and that was the last bit of water. So as long as we can still see the top of the pipe, we're in good shape. So the line looks really good though. Again, I think there's maybe about 20 feet of clay here that is the responsibility of the municipality. That's why it changed material. They only ran it up to the property line. So it is holding a little bit more water right there at that connection. It's pretty normal, right where they made the connection between the PVC and the clay there, right where it left the property. And so, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just a little bit of water. And there is another clean out, which we couldn't see before. Now that the water is dissipating, there's actually another access point right there. From above you can see it. We really don't need to access that, I don't believe. Just trying to let all this dissipate, and it just doesn't want to. There's a lot of water in that tub. But, I mean, this isn't an issue at all. We can see the top of the pipe once we get out of the water. We can see that distance of the top of the pipe. And so, everything looks really good. Okay, and we are back out on the line. So, this is going to end up being the second portion of the video, or the second video, and the line that 100 feet from the clean out to the left of the garage is where we went in, and all the way out to the main looked great. Didn't see any structural issues or anything. There's a little bit of water about 75 feet from the connection between the municipality and the private line there, but not a concern. It's just a little bit of a low spot where they made that connection, which is normal. But the line looked great, and so from this clean out to that 100-foot mark out to the main, looks great. No concerns at all. So that'll end the inspection at 335 Winding Trail. This is part 2.